Namajunas just became the highest paid fighter at UFC Atlanta, and no one saw that coming. She walked away with a whopping $500,000 0 cents, which is $200,000 0 cents more than Kamaru Usman, a former UFC welterweight champ. That's huge. And yes, the numbers are real. Rose herself confirmed it in an interview with Ariel Helwani. She didn't deny it, didn't downplay it, she simply owned it.
It definitely was an interesting thing. I didn't know that, I always remember them releasing like bogus numbers.
Yeah, yes.
Fake numbers, like for the longest time. But I'm gonna be honest, it was accurate this time, at least for me. I don't know about everybody else, but so I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean?
Does it bother you?
No, only because I'm actually very proud of what I've like worked up to at this point, because there's a lot of patience for a long period of time.
While Miranda Maverick is going through a tough chapter in her career, after her loss to Rose at UFC Atlanta, she shared some deeply personal news. She's scheduled for surgery due to a torn ACL. In a heartfelt social media post, she opened up emotionally. She wrote about how hard this is, but she's trusting God's plan. Her father reminded her that in the Bible, change didn't come with rose petals, it came through hardship. She's taking this painful moment to reset, focus on family, and heal. She also told fans to watch her social media for discounts and merch sales because she's trying to stay active even while sidelined. Her spirit is strong even in the face of this setback. Jamahal Hill, on the other hand, is fired up and confident heading into his upcoming bout with Khalil Roundtree Jr. They're going head-to-head this Saturday night in what's expected to be a wild light heavyweight clash in Crystal Palace, Holland, Baku. As a Buayan, in an interview with Mike Bone from MMA Junkie, Hill didn't hold back. He made it crystal clear. He's not impressed with Roundtree. In Hill's own words, he's not on my level. It's bold, it's fiery, and it's the kind of talk that builds major hype. Now let's talk about
him and the career he's put together. Do you feel like he's the guy who's on the level you've proven yourself to be by being champion, beating former champions?
No, I don't. I mean, that's not disrespect. I just don't see him as on my level. You know, even with the fights that he's put in, I haven't seen anything from any like that to make me think like, oh, this dude's on your level. Is he dangerous to anybody? It's a fight. It's a fight. Anybody can land a shot that'll make them dangerous, that can change the fight and all those things. So he has my respect for that. But to think that skill for skill he can match with me, I don't see it that way. Right now, I'm not thinking about titles. I'm not thinking about rankings. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about going in and dominating Khalil Roundtree on Saturday night.
something that shocked everyone. Daniel Cormier dropped his thoughts on the possibility that Islam Makhachev might retire after just 3 more fights. This came after Islam's coach Javier Mendez made that suggestion, and Cormier, he was completely baffled by it. You could hear the disbelief in his voice. Why would someone like Islam, who is at the top of his game, even think about walking away? DC said if Islam actually confirms this, if he truly says I've got 3 fights left, then we as fans need to wake up and appreciate every moment of his career, because this man has built a reign at 155 pounds that's nothing short of legendary, and yet here he might be thinking of ending it all while still in his prime. It's worrying. Cormier compared it to Khabib's sudden exit from the sport. Khabib left at the peak and never looked back. What if Islam follows that same path? DC's frustration was clear. He listed all the exciting fights fans still want. Jack Della Maddalena, Kamaru Usman, Ilia Topuria. So many epic matchups that could go unrealized if Islam retires early. Just 3 more fights? That's barely a year or 2. The window could close before we know it. And that's crazy. Coach Javier Mendez later tried to set the record straight. On his podcast, he clarified that people misunderstood his comment. He said Islam could fight more, maybe even 7 or 8 times, depending on what Islam wants. That's a big difference from just 3 fights. Still, the idea has been planted, and it left fans shaken. Curry Sandhagen.
Out of context, I said maybe he fights 3 more times. Not in those exact words that I say that, but I didn't say Islam said. I'm thinking because with Khabib and being involved with the father, Khabib's father talking about 35 fighters should, quit at that particular time. Better skills at 35. So basically, I'm just assuming that Islam would probably be thinking about retirement at that particular age. So 3 more fights. So I'm thinking, okay, 1 more fight this year. Hopefully we get that fight soon, and then 2 more fights next year, or maybe we only have 1 fight because, you know, with injuries and whatnot. So I said maybe 3. So I mean, realistically, he could have 6, 7, 8 more fights. Depends what Islam wants. It's not what coach wants. He's the driver, not me. So a lot of people took this out and they made it look like, in DC, my own guy DC made a real good video of it and talking about the AIDS thing, etc., etc. But DC did a really good job of it, and other people are saying, why are you saying he retired? I said, no, I'm not saying he's retired. I'm saying I'm thinking maybe. This is not Islam, this is me.
Also got real recently. He opened up about struggling with anxiety, something so many fighters silently battle with. He shared that, like Shauna Ali, he stepped away from social media to deal with it. The anxiety wasn't something he could easily explain. It wasn't tied to one event, but it was there, heavy and real. In a conversation with Ariel Helwani, Corey opened up even more. He talked about what helped him come through it. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He talked like someone who has been through it and made it to the other side. Someone who understands how scary it can be when you don't even know why your heart won't stop racing.
Just kind of like a lot healthier. I feel like also I can be a lot more myself when I know I'm not going to know people's opinions on how I'm being. So that's pretty fun to do, you know, like I don't really want the internet correcting my personality at all. Like that's kind of my responsibility, not a bunch of people who don't really even care about me. So yeah, that's kind of it's been a lot more helpful. I think that's why the skits are good now too, is because I'm like actually trying to do what I think is funny and not just like pander to people. So
Then there's Kamaru Usman. He just dropped a truth bomb. After fighting Joaquin Buckley this past weekend, he admitted something that took real courage. In the 5th round of that fight, he started having flashbacks to the brutal knockout he suffered against Leon Edwards. That head kick at UFC 278 still lives in his mind. And during this new fight, it returned. He doubted himself. That raw honesty, it hit fans hard.
There was a moment in my head where I was like, he's throwing so hard, you can catch him and knock him out right now. What a statement that would be. You can knock him out right now. Then I remember the last time I had that thought. Round 5, Salt Lake City, Utah. Leon Edwards, he's broken. You can knock him out right now. There's a minute left. I'm like, yeah, I know I can knock him out, but let's go ahead and use this forward.
And now, the firestorm between Joaquin Buckley and Israel Adesanya is full-on raging. It started with Adesanya watching UFC Atlanta and reacting on video. When Buckley came up, Adesanya didn't hold back. He said straight up, I hate that. No explanation, no filter, just pure hate. And Buckley? Oh, he heard that loud and clear. Buckley was stunned. He wasn't expecting that kind of venom. In response, he completely lost it. He went on a fiery rant, letting out all the frustration and disbelief. Why was Adesanya coming for him like that? Buckley couldn't understand it. He had always looked up to Adesanya, seen him as a respected champion, so hearing those words, it cut deep. But Buckley didn't back down. He fired right back with just as much heat. The respect was gone. The gloves were off. Now, this isn't just a petty rivalry, this is personal. Buckley's passion was pouring out in every word.
And the person I'm talking about, right, he know what it is to take a L, but to say that you hate them off and you glad that they lost, you glad that they, you know what I'm saying, didn't achieve their dreams is wild to me, bro. Like, bro, why the f you mad at me? What the f I do to you? Cause I find it funny how you hating on me. You need to be hating them off that took your belt. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That nigga Izzy. He trying to be funny, like he trying to use his platform to talk shit on me, but that really just shows me the potential of my name and how big I'm becoming. Just like when I met his ass at the PI, and I ran up on him and was like, hey bro, you know, I think we'd be a good ass fight. That nigga was quiet at the time. But see, I'm man enough to come to your face. Tell me how you feel to my face though, bro. Instead of being like you all underneath the covers and shit like, man, I hate that sweet motherfucker. Cause I don't know why you on my dick anyway. You ain't no real fighter. You know, you wanna be a little pretty boy, you know what I'm saying? I will give you a sample, but I don't like boy. and that's 100. You can get this work any given time, bro. I can give it to you. Oh, but I forgot, you Chinese. You ain't another brother. The real African that runs that spot is DDP. You gonna try to make him like, oh, no, you a real African brother. No, DDP is. Cause he's still getting it in where he from in South Africa. But where you at? New Zealand? Australia? America? You don't know who you riding with.
This whole story, from Rose's surprise payday to Miranda's injury, Hill's confidence, Islam's potential early retirement, Corey's honest mental health struggle, Usman's haunting memories, and Buckley's raw war of words with Adesanya, it all shows the heart of MMA. Behind every punch, every headline, every win or loss are real people going through real struggles, showing real courage. These fighters aren't just warriors in the cage, they're living, breathing stories of strength, pain, ego, dreams, and redemption. And that's what keeps fans coming back. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.